Renuka. Welcome back to my channel, and again this is the Hero Arts My Monthly Kit, and now we'll make some cards today. This one is the third part of the 1 kit and 10 and more card series. I don't know how much I'm gonna make, but yeah, so these are the cards today we are making. These are quite a simple one, kind of making quick and easy, but on the way I'll share you some techniques with you that how you can use those stamps and make your own templates to make perfect stamp each and every time. So for now, this card I'm using these thank you card, and these are like box of cards I bought from Amazon, and they have lots of cards in them, 100 of cards with the envelopes, and these are bar size cards, and they're having kind of a very smooth glossy texture to them, and I don't mind to have them as my card base because these colors are perfectly matching with the Simran of Bristol Smooth white colored cardstock. Okay, I pronounce it properly. So now what I did, I used salmon stitch rectangle die and go ahead and cut out one panel which is smaller than this, and then now I want to show you that how big the salmon stitch big stitch die it is. Like it gonna fit perfectly on this, or maybe a little bit bigger or that. And this one is the A2 size card, so now you can compare that A2 size card is how big with that. But it's okay, sometimes work with the small bar size cards and gonna get a beautiful nice image. So why I choose that is because first of all that the image I choose here for the image I choose here for the watercolor thing is I will took a little bit bigger, so I have enough room to do the things, and this is the size which is I'm working on. So I'll just lay the size here, so somehow I got an idea that how big it is, or I can put this size directly on this, and then I lay all my stamps. So I'm using this the ballerina socks and legs here, and I want to put the graceful sentiment because I thought the graceful is the proper word which will go with it. And here I'm kind of trying to create a one layer card, so I'll color it with a different method. I want to show you. I don't want to just stamp the things and just I don't want to make those 1 kit 10 card videos where people just stamp the things and they do nothing with that, just cut little bit paper. I want to go ahead and make something nice. In the process I want to see that I learn something the same way you do. I'm here for sharing. I love to share my things with other people. The same time I love to learn from people, so it's like lots of learning in this process, and in that way in the procedure you'll get lots of good friends, lots of nice things to learn. So yeah, part of all that. Now I want to create some kind of oval with it, and I'll use distress inks, and after this I'll speed up the process. So now I'm using here Sizik oval die. Basically you can use the mask here also by cutting mask with your die or just hand cut out it. I want that ring kind of halo effect around it. I don't want to just oval shape background. So I decided to use some of these distress ink colors. You can go ahead and use distress oxides if you have. They blend really nice, but I don't have them, so I'm using these, and I'm kind of using washi tape here, although I know that wherever I'm putting the washi tape it will not catch the distress ink, and I'll just cover that with the tool. Then I'm just adding a little bit of green on the bottom side, and then I'll use a pink shade just in between where the legs or the socks are. Then I just spritz it with the water. I'm using the Tim Hortons spritzer here, so I can get a different shade of different sizes of water splashes there. And then I'll just add a little shimmer, and then here I'm using the salmon says curvy scallop die, and I die cut out it. Somehow first of all I decided to I'll put it like a 1 layer card, and I didn't add anything, but at this moment I decided to add the silver paper, and this silver paper hand kind of, it's not a mirror paper, it's having little bit texture, marble texture on it. I bought this pack from Michael's, and it is like Christmas deal, so I got it very cheap. If you watch my haul video, you know that. And then I just adhere the whole thing on that bar size card, and that finishes the card. Now here at this moment, you can add the sequence, you can glue dot some of the nuvo drops also, you can put nuvo drops also. And I just use some pretty print posh 4 mm clear sequence, and some of the sequence makes a little bit smaller. Now let's jump to the another one. Here I'm kind of stamping and seeing that how this image looks all together. Now this is the trick, that when you are stamping those hands, they become a little bit wonky, and people says that they are not in a proper shape, or they're not getting the things. This is the trick. When they design the stamp, they put those hands in such a manner that when you stamp them exactly like that, you will get the perfect thing. Now I stamp those for the different shell out one, and I'm trying to fit there here, but somehow I didn't like that, so I'll switch then the another one. You can see that. And then I'll just stamp these those hands with which having the skirt and top image. Now what happened, that skirt is kind of very feathery and very fluffy, and this dress is kind of sleek, so I didn't get that proper stamp at that way. And here I'm kind of practicing it, so I'm just practicing it and seeing the where the flow is looking nice on them by drawing hand with the pencil, and then I'm kind of stamping them again and again until I get the perfect thing. Now here I'm using the black ink for stamping those again and again, kind of making it a little bit hodgepodge. But I suggest you, for doing this technique, you should use a light color distress ink, or any distress inks like very pretty light. And then when you get the perfect shape, then you just color those images or hands, or you can darken them by using the darker stamp image and repetitively. So after that, we're getting the perfect shape, I'll stamp that thing on the paper. Now this is the kind of template. Now each time, now you can see that those hands now looking really nice. They are a little bit closer to the chest and the bottom portion of that long dress, and this kind of Greek kind of sleek dress, so you need those hands quite a closer. So I just write down that that is my template, and now I'll use that template again and again. Whenever I want to use them, I'll keep that template inside this stamp set. Now I just want to stamp that hat, so I just cover that with the washi tape, and then I will stamp the hat on it. And although I didn't get some kind of prints with the hairs there, but I can manage them with the coloring or something like that. Now I decided to use those feathers to add in those hat, and first of all I stamp those on template so I can see that it's nice and beautiful. And then the same way I'll stamp the heels of the that sandals, and these kind of I stamp those little bit upper side, so those laces can be covered with the dress, because this dress is kind of quite an elegant one. So in this kind of dresses, these are floor length, they are flowy, so you can't see the whole shoes, or you can see the full length of the shoes. The dress is full length up to your toe, so that is the main thing I keep in mind when I'm working. Then this design, I just decided to color these sentiments in a different colors. That said, you are one of a kind mom. So it's like she is a very pretty, classy lady and having kind of unique thing in her, and I really like this. And you can't just keep that mom sentiment, and you can just keep you are one of a kind, and you can use that for any occasion, and you can give your mom, sis, or friend, something like that. So then I'm again using my Zig color markers, and these are very handy dandy tool to me nowadays, and I'm just using the Vinkazella to making that shimmery dress, and at the same time it would give me that perfect shading. And as my Vinkazella is a little bit contaminated, I just decided that I'll color one more dress. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I do when I make cards. It's not like that one kit 10 card video and one card and then we'll make the another card, we'll jump it up. No, when I make backgrounds, I make 5-6 background. When I color the frocks or the dresses. I color 2-3 dresses, and that is the process, and that is the way how I work, because my mind works simultaneously. So if I'm making one card, simultaneously I can think about the another one, that how that can be look with the color combination. And then I'm just coloring those like the hand gloves or something like that, and then I'm just coloring the skin and adding a little bit of hair color, brown, and then I decided to add this shimmery dress directly on it. I don't have to do any kind of adhesive it like foam dot or something like that. This watercolor paper is quite a thick one, so it already gives that kind of dimension. I don't want more dimension than that. So at this moment you can see that those hands are pretty nice, and everything is looking in a proper place. Now after giving this some little bit of ground where to stand that lady, I just cut out this with 7 stitch rectangle. It's biggest one, and then I use the shimmery pink color cardstock, and I'm kind of layering these. And then I decided to I'm not adding any foam tape or something like that. I'm just layering with the papers, and then I'll just cut that, and then again I'll layer it with the another, I think the orange color cardstock, and that completes this card. And yeah, you can make it for any occasion. This is kind of quite a pretty and classy lady. I really like this stamp. They have kind of that vintagey look, and you know, kind of a really theme of the vintage rose petals, something like that. So after this, just let jump over to the next one. What we just make those two colored frocks dresses. Now I'm using here these Novo silver mousse, and this came in a Simon's kit, and this is Simon's heart falling heart stencil. I have that. I love this stencil, and mousse is a little bit trickier to use. It's not trickier, but it's take more time to use rather than texture paste. Texture paste is quite a smooth one, and it is kind of glowing flowy really fast. Although I can add liquid to it, but I just took my own time to create that. And after drying that, I just put those tutus on there. So one is pink and another is purple, very girlish thing. And between I decided to stamp the sentiment graceful. Now before that I decided to add one bow with the organza ribbon, and this is kind of pink organza ribbon in my stash. Just make one rather than tying the whole bow on there, I just put the one ribbon, and then I'll put the bow by using the glue dot on it. And here I'm just putting the graceful sentiment by using Tuxedo Momento black ink. It's a nice black ink. You can use Versafine too. And this is the bar size card, so it's kind of very cute size. I really like the size. And then I just put those small tutu dresses there, and I decided to add a little bit of dimension, so I raised them by the foam dots, and that completes this card. And then if you watch my first video, you see that I create that background. Basically what I did, I just put those ink which came in a stamp and just add a splat of water on them, and then I took it dry, and then I took this VR Memory Keeper's 3D weaving embossing folder, and now you can see that I cut them in half, and in one I'm using warm lipstick, and other I'm using the Mermaid Lagoon color. I'm going just pretty heavy handedly on those because I just want to pop those colors. Now I'm again using this Mermaid Lagoon. This is the sky blue color cardstock, and this is the another Darcy's embossing folder, which is having the big flowers. And I'll again use this another small Darcy's flowers sentiment. You don't have to use this kind of embossing folder each time, but it kind of giving more and more dimension to the card, and little bit also looks really nice when you pulled out all the things together. So now these are the pink cardstock which came in a kit. Now for these two cards I'm working like simultaneously. So now you see that I'm kind of practicing here that how I want that lady and kind of doing the things. So I'm just decided to stamp two ladies at a time, and as you know, we already make that idea of the placing those hands and masks. That now this time it's everything is really simple for me because I'm kind of having that template with me, and I'm again using one template for these hands, what we made for the first one, and I hope I'm not repeating. Sometimes I feel that same thing again and again. Okay, now the dress is different, so I'm doing different thing. And then I decided to stamp those legs also. And after this, now you can see that I have another template for this, so I'll just stamp those again on a different color cardstock and save that for my next project. So these are the dresses. Now we are coloring. Now there is too much red and pink and orange is going on here, so I decided to make this, it's a royal blue kind of color, the mermaid lagoon, the royal blue, kind of mixing the colors. So I choose two colors of that, and these things are really simple to color. Basically the dress pleats are such a way that you don't have to do much shading with them. Just follow the lines, use the dark colors, and then use the lighter color to just mixing all the things, and you get a perfectly shaded dress. So yeah, they make us life very simple. You don't have to work fast on that. And then I'm just adding the layer of brown color, and then I'm adding the dark red or brown color. Now whenever I'm making the hairs, I use gray color and then I use black, and if I'm reading brown color, I use lighter brown and then brown. In this way you can get that kind of texture. The same time you can see those lines, the fine lines, and get a realistic effect. Now here I'm using the pink color, and I'll directly use the Winkazilla to make like faded jeans or capri here, and then I'm using a little bit of orange and pink to make her top there, and it's a kind of very girlish thing. And then I'm adding again colors, two skin colors to those ladies, and I have this 60 piece of Zig color markers, and they're having the really nice light colors, so you can use directly on your paper. You don't need to dilute them, so you'll get the perfect color each time. And then I'm just wiping off the excess glue. Now you can see that everything's falls too beautifully here. And then I'm using the same thing for this another girl here. I'll put that pink and orange dress on her, and she's just looking wonderful. So now after this I just decided to how I want them, and I kind of playing with them. Then I decided they are looking that out of blue moon, I need something to add them, so I just use those same colors, the Wan lipstick and the mermaid lagoon, and add on both of the panels. Now here I decided that, so I stamped that classic beauty stamp. It's a kind of really nice and classy stamp there, and somehow I decided after stamping that I want to balance that. So you'll see that how I'll balance that. And then here I'm adding the blue color to this panel, and everything goes really nice. And then I make a disaster. You can see that how that fix that also. So this is the happy birthday stamp. This is from Kaser Craft stamp, and they're having the 4 stamps there. You can use any happy birthday, whatever you have with you. It's just on sitting on my desk, so I decided why not one happy birthday one. And then I'm kind of deciding that which color is looking nice, and I'm kind of going with the purple there, and then seeing the orange and blue, and so then I just decided to stick to that orange and just make some orange background to her, and just a little line. And then again, I'm not measuring anything, I'm just cutting and layering the things. So, and now I did this mistake, I just spread stats and I didn't save the head, and it's kind of going everything. I want to fix one spot and I just mess with that. But this card is going on, I don't want to through this, so I just went ahead and complete everything else, and I just put that. Yeah, it's little bit dirty on the upper side, but it's okay. When it's dry, I will again go with little bit of water brush, and then I kind of wipe it off that. Now here I am using the card base, the color which matching kind of shades of that blue, and it shows a little bit there. And then I'm kind of placing this panel, and then for balancing out that orange, I decided to add some orange drops here. These are not your newer drops, it is Famicryl 3D drops. I have those from quite a while, but you can use newer drops or enamel dots. Now for the next card, again I'm using layering and layering. You can skip this layering also, but somehow I like that. So this is the way how I balance that black thing, the black on top side sentiment. I just put one simple line of black satin ribbon which came in a kit, and then I'm kind of, oh, I miss her shoes, so I just make her shoes. And then I put the just one glue dot and kind of putting everything else inside, and then kind of using that purple to mix out everything. Now first of all, you think that blue and purple, what kind of combination this is, but believe me, when everything come together, it will look nice. And you can see that how that colors pull out, because that panel having little bit of red and purple color, so that purple color is looking really nice. And don't worry, that blue color dress will look very nice. And then I'm just kind of trimming the things and offing and using my scissors to make everything in perfect place, and kind of playing with that pattern, that how I want to. But if you are not sure that which kind of pattern you want, you go to any sites like the sketching one, you can go to MFTs or any sketching site, or just go for the Pinterest and stop like sketches, and you will get a number of case sketches that you can follow that and put your cards together. So it's really nice for the beginners, or sometimes it's for the experience also, that sometimes if you really struggling with the layouts, you can do that. This time I don't do that, I just put everything else inside, and I'm happy with that. I'm putting those dots. Now these are the 4 cards we made today, so I hope you enjoyed the process. I think we made 5, okay, no, 4. And then I'll soon come with the another post also. I have one more video with the same kit, so you have lots of options to do with. And there are n number of options online available for these. I just make sure that I never copy everyone. I just want to make something kind of giving different idea and share my work with you, so I think anyone can see that and inspired with it. So if you like the channel, please subscribe it, like the hit button. You can follow me on Facebook, Pinterest and Instagram. And until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.